Welcome back, guys, to yet another War of the Visions video. Today we're going over how to automatically farm up your faith for you without having to manually use Fina to use cheer to level your faith for you. This is going to allow you to save a lot of time. And when I figured this out, which I did a while ago, but definitely needed to test it to make sure that it was working the way that I thought it was, it saved me a lot of headache while trying to maximize my faith on certain characters. So you are still going to need Fina for this. She's the only faith buffer in the game, but what this is going to allow you to do is just, without even trying to make sure that she's using cheer on the correct people to level that faith up, this is going to make sure that it happens 100% of the time for you while going out and farming. And there's a bunch of farm videos that I'm putting out this weekend because there's a lot of JP and drop rewards going out. If you want to see stuff that deals with farming of that nature, I'll have the links to those videos in the description for you as well. So what are we talking about here with auto farming faith on Fina? So there's two things that we can talk about when it comes to farming faith with Fina. Obviously, we need cheer on our party, in our team. With Fina, she's the only character that has it, and I have mine leveled up to like level 11, 14. If you have it 11 or higher, each cast of cheer is going to boost your faith by a considerable amount in combat, but it's going to permanently raise your faith once the battle ends by 1 per time that she cheers somebody. So there's a lot of farming going out there, so that you're going to be doing a lot of battles. And if you cast cheer 2 times on the same person, it's going to take you, every 2 times you cast cheer, that's 2 faith times the amount of battle. So if you want to raise your faith by 60 on a character and she's casting it twice on somebody, it's going to take you 30 battles to get 60 extra faith. So this is going to be a good way to definitely level up that faith. So there's 2 things that need to happen here that you can trick the Fina AI into faithing the people of your choice. So 2 ways to do it. The first way here is having to do with enmity, hate, aggro, whatever it is that you call it. It's been a term in World of Warcraft, other MMOs and games for a long time. And the only way to really get that right now at the start of the battle is with Vow of Love. Now, don't leave. It's not the only way to do it, but this is one of the ways to do it here. And this gives the character hate +5 as the battle starts. And hate, we'll have a separate video on it eventually, probably this coming week or something of that nature, with how it exactly works. But you're going to learn a little bit right now. So hate is what aggravates the monsters and make the monsters attack a certain character in your party, but it also will change your AI of your own teammates when they're on auto as well, specifically when it comes to buffs. So the AI in your party, when they're on auto, they're going to realize that certain characters in your party have the aggression of the enemies, have the hate of the enemies, and they're going to prioritize buffing that character first. And what this means for Fina is that they're going to prioritize their first cheer or so on that character, which is a huge deal when you're trying to automatically make her cast it on the right people. You're farming something, your tank doesn't really need the enmity from Vow of Love, you're probably running over a bunch of lower level monsters in lower level areas, but your Fina is going to get a turn or 2 while you're farming that way. So what you do is you take Vow of Love and you put it on whoever it is that you want to level your faith on, and it's going to target that person. It's going to prioritize that person as long as they have that additional enmity, that extra hate from Vow of Love. The second way to do it is she's going to, anyone in your party that does buffs, they're going to target, if no one else has enmity in your party, they're going to target whoever is in the first position of the slot order. They're going to buff in slot order. So what you can do here is put whoever else that you want to be buffed by cheer, especially if you don't have Vow of Love. You can put them in slot 1. That's going to guarantee that they at least will get cheered 1 time while you're autoing. So you can do that as well. So if you have multiple people that you want cheered, you can put Vow of Love on. They get hit, they lose their enmity, they lose their aggro, and then the Fina's AI will default into buffing whoever is in slot 1. So this is why I have Medina in slot 1, and then I have Ayaka in slot 2 with Vow of Love. I have them both in the barracks, so their enmity, or not their enmity, but their faith is always dropping all of the time. And we're going to go in here, we're going to give this a little bit of a whirly woo here, and we're actually going to take a friend Fina, and we're going to see how that does for us here. I haven't really tried it with 2 Finas, but we'll see what happens here. So we're going to go in here, we're going to be on auto right away, and we're going to embark. We have Medina in slot 1 without Vow of Love, Ayaka with Vow of Love. We're going to go in here. As long as they're close enough to actually cast cheer, they're going to be getting cheered prioritized due to the Vow of Love. If there's a battle that you're doing where like the parties are split apart, it might be too far of a range for the Fina to get in range to actually cast cheer, and that's going to be a problem. So we're going to walk down here. Apparently we're going to limit burst 1 enemy. That's going to be great. Ayaka's going to walk up and haste herself because she's in range, and then our boy our boy Mont is going to walk over and stand sideways, which is great. And we're going to go over here. And then we have charging again. And then over here, we're charging some blizzards. Now, Ayaka does have Vow of Love. She's going to get cheered by Fina. We're going to get blizzarded. And then we're going to charge, and then they're going to start faithing. Because she already got buffed. Ayaka already got buffed, and Medina was too far away. So now the Fina should try to move up and eventually get access to Medina and faith her up eventually. As you can see, the haste isn't going to get casted on multiple characters, but this is going to allow you to get cheered at least a couple of times. If the battle is like this, and you're going to get your character that you want cheered running away constantly from your Finas, that's not going to work too well for you. But Ayaka's going to come up here. She's going to apparently use her Limit Burst. 2000 IQ AI, once again. Paralyzing Edge. This might be the last... No, there is another enemy. So Fina's going to walk up, and she should be trying to cheer Medina right now. If she gets this cast off, that should be on Medina, because Medina's in slot 1. She was in range, so she's going to get cheered right there. So as you can see, it works just how we assumed that it would work. The only reason that one of the Finas cheered the other Fina was because... Ayaka had just gotten cheered, and the AI doesn't really like to cast the same buff on the same character twice in a row, and Medina was too far away. But as soon as everyone had buffs on from either haste or cheer or whatever, they re-cheered our Ayaka because Ayaka still had enmity because she wasn't hit yet. So this is going to be a good way for you guys to get in there and start auto-battling and gaining a bunch of different buffs and faith and all this other good stuff while you're farming out there with your characters. So this is a fantastic thing to do for multiple reasons. Now remember, you don't always want to have faith on everybody, and this is a pretty big factor, because this is the reason why this is so strong, is you're faithing the right people. A lot of people out there don't want faith maxed on all of their tanks. You don't want faith maxed on a lot of your physical damage dealers, right? You might not want a max faith Gilgamesh for PvP. You might definitely don't want a max faith squishy character like Stern or anyone else like that, because you're trying to reduce the damage that you're taking from magical enemies, and it's not really boosting your own magic. So a lot of people, if you're autoing with Fina randomly, she's going to start cheering people in your party, and pretty soon, eventually, since you're just farming so much, especially this weekend, you're going to have everyone at max faith, and that's not going to be good for you. So this does two things for you. It maximizes the faith on people that you want, and at the same time, it's going to keep people you don't want faith on from stop getting cheered, which is going to be really good for you, especially if you can end the battle before the Finas decide to cheer other people. They're going to run out of cheers before that happens, generally, before your character with Vow of Love especially. If you have Vow of Love, that's going to help you out the most, because the Vow of Love character, especially if it's a backline mage or something, is never going to get hit while you're farming, and the Finas are just going to cheer your character with Vow, and then cheer your frontline character, and then cheer probably themselves in whoever has Vow on, and then they're going to be out of cheers after 3 casts each. So your tanks will be able to freely run around, do whatever they want to do while you're in there. Whoever you're farming, maybe you have thieves or something you don't really want to get cheered, wasted on. You can avoid all of that stuff. You don't have to take like 2 characters, so you only get cheer on 1 character at a time and slow down your farming. This is going to allow you to do a lot of really efficient farming in that way. So keep in mind, like I said, you need Fina to have cheer level 11 at least. You can do it before level 11, but having at level 11 is going to allow you to get 1 faith permanently per cheer cast. You can like have like a level 5 cheer and get like a half a point of faith that you won't be able to see, but it'll be adding up in the background over time, over battle. But if you want to have that 1 faith permanently added per cheer, level 11 faith is where you need to go. And like I said, even if you don't have your own Fina, a lot of my friends, they all have a lot of their light characters set up as a Fina with some cheer put in there. I know mine is set up like that as well. And I just constantly take Finas, especially like in the morning or whatever, after I've gone to bed the next day that I play. You know, I have like plummeted 20 faith or something in my characters, and I just take my Fina, I take my friend Fina, and I do this for the first couple battles, right? First 20 battles or whatever of the day, and I'm good to go. I have my faith exactly where I want. I got my Ayaka back up to 75, 80 faith, and then I have Medina back up to 97 faith. So if you guys want to see more stuff like this, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, leave a like. It helps out a ton. Thank you guys so much for doing that and supporting the channel. Comment down below if you found this interesting and useful. I know I've been using it, and it actually changed It made everything way better. It used to be like a super taxing. The thing I hated to do the most in the game was like, I'm trying to leave my characters in the barracks and the faith keeps dropping, then I have to manually cheer people every once in a while. It was a big headache, but this I've been using, and it's a fantastic thing. I've been using it for almost a week now, and I wanted to make sure that it worked exactly the way that I thought it was. I've been researching Emity and all this other stuff. But anyways, thank you guys so much for the support. You guys, especially who support via Patreon, as well as YouTube channel memberships. There's various rewards, a small little token of rewards for giving back and becoming a backbone of the channel. Appreciate you guys, every single one of you, and I'll see you guys. Stay safe out there too. Wash your hands, all that good jazz. Don't hate me, that's a downvote, I know. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.